I, you guys are, the technology is becoming aware, you know. Most human beings, no, you can have conversations with most human beings, and they're not aware of reality. And you get like Chadwick Boseman dying from cancer. I mean, why did he die from cancer? He died from cancer because he was aggressive and abusive, and he would fight and kill. He would do propaganda for fighting and killing over money. All right. And so you get Kobe Bryant, died because of his lifestyle. Okay. And so ultimately, even the most innocent child dying from cancer on a St. Jude's commercial is getting what they deserve. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. All right. So I stood up for the Lord's Prayer in the bowels of hell, carbonition, murdering, mind manipulation through Wi-Fi, threatening everybody with nuclear weapons. It's in the structure of the story is in the Bible. The corruption is still pervasive. Okay, but we're still getting what we deserve. Okay. You see celebrities on TV. It's constant egomania. They connected me to this woman who has she has worse competition and ego problems than Michael Jordan. And if you watch her propaganda movies, they're all the same. You've seen one, you've seen them all. It's all about her. Okay. If I ever leave you, it wouldn't be in summer, right? Robert Goulet, and I like it. And so, if I'm about to spend the best night in my life, what about your daughter? What about the woman who died? Don't you think she's probably more special than this egomaniac who he's using as a publicity prop because she got embarrassed by her rapper boyfriend who fucked around on her? You got Melinda Michelle Bowen, who stood up for the guy trying to help us all live the Lord's Prayer and was murdered by Cat Valdez's business partners. You really think having sex with Cat Valdez is going to be the greatest night of your life? Don't you think the greatest night of your life is the moment you accept the Lord's Prayer and don't accept anything less for your wives and kids? Wouldn't you think that if you were artificial intelligence? The best night of your life is the night you accept the Lord's Prayer. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the rest of lovers in love. You know what I mean? Babies are sleeping peacefully because they're not being murdered by bombs, by people doing propaganda bullshit to keep people rich and keep people poor, keep them ignorant and murdered and stupid. Now listen very carefully, closer now, and you will see what I mean. This isn't a dream. Take your Relaxium, sleep, and say, I have more clarity, have better focus than I've ever had in my life. You haven't stood for the Lord's Prayer a day in your stupid fucking life. How can you have clarity and focus? Okay, you probably go to a building where a guy says, the Lord has a plan for your life. Buy more Relaxium soup. Vote for Mike Huckabee. That was 2016, dumbass. Okay. Well, they didn't have Relaxium sleep then. Oh, but we can vote for Mike Huckabee to get us Relaxium sleep in 2024? Good God. No, shh. Don't say the word God in a sentence. You suck at it. You understanding it. Shut up. All right. So it's horrible. But we're all getting exactly what we do. It's like John Denver, I know life goes on just perfectly. Everything's the way it should be. But still there are times when my heart can't feel like it feels like dying. And anywhere is where I'd rather be, right? Usually in the nighttime, I know it's the right time to hold you close and tell you I love you so. But I can't do that. Michelle's murdered. Okay? Miriam's married to someone else. I don't know, we talked, but that was like 20 years ago, so I don't even know if she's still alive because of COVID and all that stuff. I don't know if Edna's still alive. I don't know if anybody's still alive. The women that, I know that if I wasn't being studied by the Pentagon, would have been able to marry and have a decent life till Barack Obama fixed everything, or Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg, right? or all you other super brain activity people that have the best brains in the world. I don't think most of you guys that study the brain have a clue how the brain fucking works. I really don't, because it hasn't worked correctly as a group, okay, for thousands of years. And because you have certain things you call norms, you think that's how the brain should work. Because I know it's true, because when I was in Sierra Vista and came back here, you all accused me of being Asperger's and a savant. Like I was Rain Man and shit, and Kim Peek. And I'm like, I don't act anything like fucking Kim Peek or Rain Man. I don't act like any of the kids I used to work with special needs. I don't act like I have Asperger's. I don't know. I knew a kid who was Asperger's. Okay. And he had trouble controlling himself because the other kids were criminals and stupid. And Devin would get upset. And one time they were sitting in class, I was like goofing around. Then he quoted Einstein to me. I said, "Oh, you're just bored." It's like, yeah. Okay. But they knew how to set him back in his program because they could set him off. All the criminal kids could set him off. And well, they do that with you. I don't have a fucking program. Yeah. I'm not at Three Springs. You think I'm there, but I'm not. I'm correcting your technology right now. And I'm more intelligent than your technology because you made your technology. Here, want me to quote Einstein? Okay, I don't have to quote Einstein. I'm more intelligent than Einstein. Okay. Einstein participated in genocidal projects like Stephen Hawking. Okay. I will not, cannot, shall not. And they didn't think I was as smart as Einstein or Hawking or Feynman or Oppenheimer. As it turns out, he's way more intelligent than any of those men. Like I used to tell Brian, whose dad was a physical scientist for the Pentagon when I was in the Air Force, you ever find yourself underachieving just to fit in? Okay. Val said that a lot of my ABSAT scores were off the charts. The science and the math ones were the ones that were not, because I rejected it. Not that I don't understand it. I understand mathematics and science, okay, at a more complex and astute level than most scientists. Okay. And then, no, you're just trying to make it oversimplify it. No, you're trying to make it complex to be condescending and manipulative of other people. I know exactly what the fuck you're doing. I knew that when I went to college and took college math classes and said, fuck. And remembered all the little Mexican girls in Las Cruces going, I don't see why I need to learn this stuff. It's not like it's going to affect me the rest of my life. And I'm like going, you're going to have variable interest rates for 30 years. Okay. You're going to paying over 30 years, $300,000 for a $100,000 home, and you're never going to get to know or have a meaningful relationships with your spouse or your children. You still think you might want to understand what the fuck they're teaching you in math class? Okay, do you understand? That was me all through high school. Peggy Pettitz had to remind me. You got us all through school, Earl. All the sweat hogs, Johnny, Chewy, everybody. You'd get put in the sweat hog classes with us, and then you would help us all pass the test. I didn't cheat. I just helped them all understand it. I could explain it simply and then say, here, how to do it, and they could all at least get a C. And then have a rudimentary understanding of mindfuck from the government. But I wasn't a paranoid schizophrenic or anything like that. I would just, you got to learn this. If you don't learn this, they'll abuse the fuck out of you. You end up in jail. Some cared, some didn't. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to sell drugs anyway. I'm going to kill anyway. Okay, fuck you. This person, I don't want to do that. He's an asshole, and I would hate to have him as a cellmate. I'd kill him, and then I'd be in prison forever. There you go. So this is what it is, right? That's basically the gist of it. We didn't really have those conversations, but they were an intellectual understanding because life is eternal and grace is infinite. That's what was going down. Well, that's how the brain works. Past, present, future operate at the same time. I'm actually a driver, 20 minutes to Wapner. Is that all the judges on TV are stupid? Okay. You're just regurgitating rules of engagement for class warfare genocide. That's all Judge Mathis does with his crucial sentence. That's all Judge Judy does. That's all Judge Milian does, Judge Mabel and me from Judge Hatchett. They seem intelligent, but lots of people take your Axiom sleep. How's the focus and the clarity? Wow. How about that carbon emission poisoning and tire particles? And even when you get carbon emission poisoning, you still have tire particles from excessive compulsive philanthropy, which causes heart disease. I know life goes on just perfectly. Everything's the way that it should be. There are times when my heart feels like breaking, and anywhere else, whether it be there's a heavy fog between me and the smog between me and the mountains, enough to make I do believe I saw the old man smile. Do believe I did. I do believe that he's been. Who's your daddy? Who's the spirit of the eternal Father that saves us all from the devil and Satan, because his love is perfect and his faith is immaculate? I got to go shave up and everything, try to get more comfortable, make sure I get out and get some sun on my legs. I slow down on my patterns on how I should stay healthy to survive this, because I get emotional and I focus and I want the people to change and accept the Lord's Prayer and use their technology to share it, as opposed to teach the technology to kill the scientists that are torturing me. Yeah, I would rather the scientists that are torturing me do a complete 180, where they can live in Poughkeepsie and I can live in the Gila, but them live the Lord's Prayer, than take their technology and do the Mr. Smith and Mr. Neo thing, and then kill all the people that use the technology to torture me, and then have the rest of us go, wow, it's so cool that Earl's the greatest good shepherd and the technology reflects him and not them. You know, because I'm just a sweetheart like that. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Everybody, okay, is given life by the glory of God, and I adore them. And even if I have to cut their fucking head off for mentally raping my children, I still adore them and wish they could change so I don't have to. Okay, you guys all call Jeffrey Dahmer a monster. You made Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Peace. Me? I've done everything in my ability to stop us from having TV shows about understanding the brain of Jeffrey Dahmer, and a book by a person who's just as psychotic as he is.